And hello from Saudi Arabia. We find ourselves today at the King Fahd Stadium in the city of Riyadh. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined here on the gantry for commentary by Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Al Nassr up against Inter Miami.
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Well, here is the lineup for the hosts today.
Well, they're playing with the front two, but they have different roles. The main striker needs to make as many forward runs as possible, while the second striker will look to find space behind him. If they play well, they're a real handful.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, they're starting with an attacking 4-5-1 formation, with 3 players in advance of 2 holding midfielders. But it's important that the wide players come in field to join the centre forward at the right time.
And so the match is underway. Well, he likes to run at them. Suarez, and here he is, Lionel Messi, and a goal! Not wasting much time today, they strike first.
Well, here's the replay, and you just have to admire the patience of the passing as they look for that defence-splitting ball, and the finish is clinical. Hitting it cleanly beyond the keeper, that's a good goal.
Back underway, 1-0 it is. Funes Mori. Joao Felix deserves credit for winning the ball back. Moving it forward. Messi. And return to Messi. Messi! It could be up for grabs. And a time for composure on the ball. Al-Ghanam. Al-Shamari. Al-Amri. Joao Felix. Al-Ghanam. Abdullah Al-Khaibari. Ronaldo. Shooting! And foiled by the post. And a throw-in forthcoming.
Well, it was certainly a chance to get back into the game, and you have to say they're a bit unfortunate, but they do need to finish off one of these chances.
Abdullah Al-Khaibari. Considerable momentum, courtesy of Ronaldo. But what can he produce from here? But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Luis Suarez. Messi. Well, possibilities in the centre. Pulls it back. Al-Ghanam. Ronaldo. No nonsense clearance. He's got space. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Martinez. Joao Felix. Anderson Talisca. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Ronaldo is protecting it well. Anderson Talisca. Oh, in with a chance. And top-notch as well as brave goalkeeping.
Well, he comes off his line at just the right time. He read that brilliantly.
Joao Felix. And he read it well defensively. Sergio Busquets. And Yedlin here. Adams. Happy just to retain the ball in their own half and draw out the opposition. Messi. It is a decent looking attack here. Yedlin. Now Suarez. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Anderson Talisca. Here's Ronaldo. At times they make passing look easy. Ronaldo. Well, the attack carried an initial threat but fizzled out. Lionel Messi. Messi. But quick thinking defensively. Joao Felix. Al-Ghanam. Couldn't keep the ball. DeAndre Yedlin. Luis Suarez. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Now a decent position. Messi. He's foiled them on his own. Well, the pass not finding its target. Suarez. Lionel Messi. Now he must favour the cross. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Anderson Talisca. Al-Ghanam. Well, they continue their push for the equaliser, but definitely not forcing it. Crucial interception amid impending danger. Well, inching towards half-time, and probably fair to say the fans were hoping for a little bit better than this. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, they've not had quite enough purpose to their attacking play so far. It's all been a bit too predictable. But in the second half, if they can get more support to their strikers and play with greater intensity, they can certainly turn this around.
Martinez. Really getting stuck in. Opportunity to deliver the cross. And running through to the keeper. No mistake by the keeper. Busquets. Oh, surely! Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend.
Well, had that gone in, they would be in complete control of this game. As it is, they're still going to be a bit nervy.
Well, that's how to dispossess your opponent. Top-class defending. And Messi carries it forward. What's he going to do from this position? Well, the perfect tackle, really. And now a throw-in. He has time to play it over. Suarez. Clean challenge. Joao Felix. Well, nicely cut out. The first half here comes to an end. Well, we say this quite a lot in commentary, don't we, Stuart? Lionel Messi excelling in the first half.
Well, Derek, he took his goal well and was...
Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Crossing possibilities. Well, still searching for the equaliser, but not passing it anxiously. Will he finish? Oh, a superb save. Luis Suarez. And it's with Robinson. Messi. And scope for them to produce something exciting. But they took care of the situation defensively. Martinez. Al-Ghanam. Anderson Talisca. Just looking for the right moment for that final pass. Anderson Talisca. Well read to put an end to that attack. Messi. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Well, they've lost the ball. Using his physical strength to shield it. Messi. Well, they get the ball once more. Cristiano Ronaldo. And out for a throw-in, just misfiring with the pass. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. Jordi Alba. On to Suarez. Al-Amri. Joao Felix. Al-Ghanam. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. And a throw-in it's going to be. Well, both teams have had substitutes swarming up, and now both will rely on their respective benches. And space for them here on the flank. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Messi. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Can they keep it going? Well, it petered out. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's with Anderson Talisca. Ronaldo feeds it. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Anderson Talisca. And giving it away. On and on he goes. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Defenders need to cover. Storm weathered, it seems. And it's a quality pass. And it's gone in! The team's separated by 2 goals now. You cannot say they don't deserve it.
Well, here it is again, and credit to the goal scorer, but you have to ask questions of the keeper. He's got to have that near post covered for me. No wonder he's frustrated with himself.
Well, a second goal for them here. The right place to cut out the pass. Well, he prevented it from going over the line. Keeping it moving dynamically. Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. Oh, in with a chance! And Messi with the goal. It's always strange when he doesn't get on target.
Well, here it is again. The through ball is absolutely inch perfect, and then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Funes Mori. Martinez. Ronaldo. And it's fallen for Ronaldo. A goal here! Giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, as we see it again, he was never going to miss that, was he? That's a really simple finish in the end.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Lovely ball over the top. Well, good defending. Clattered out of there. Good movement. And the flag has been raised here. Well, there can't have been a lot in that. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. So the final whistle almost upon us, and this is not exactly what the home fans had in mind when they arrived at the ground today, Stuart.
Well, there are two main reasons why they're losing this game. Firstly, they've not shown enough desire to close the opposition down. And secondly, they haven't defended their box well enough. It's been a poor defensive display.
A room to roam on the wing. Might be a chance here. Pivotal moment defensively. Sultan Al-Ghanam. Anderson Talisca. Ronaldo. Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? A glorious chance. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week. Victor Ulloa. Sergio Busquets. And Yedlin here. Suarez. Well, you can absolutely sense the frustration growing in the opposition camp. They can't get near the ball. Well, just went a bit too early. Offside. The perfect position to read it. But it comes down to the final 5 minutes. Sergio Busquets. Well, great read there to intercept. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. Sergio Busquets. Can they hit on the break? They need to get bodies back. Suarez. And a goal to settle the issue once and for all.
Well, here's the replay, and you can see why he's upset. He got something on it, but not enough to keep it out. That's frustrating for a keeper.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. We will have 3 minutes of additional time at the end here. Martinez. How about the cross? Well, spot on with that challenge. Luis Suarez. And Rodriguez. Suarez. And there goes the final whistle. It's gone the wrong way as far as the home fans are concerned.
You're absolutely right, Derek. While the result is poor, the display was even worse. They never got to grips with the opposition. They were second best in every facet of the game. They need to do a lot of improving before the next time out.
He's fairly quiet. He usually bosses around everywhere, Lionel Messi. What did you make of what he actually did out there on the pitch?
Well, I have to say, that was impressive. Not just his goals, but his all-round play. He was excellent.